Matt, I am so very excited about today's topic tax credits for small business owners. This is really big news. Small businesses could be eligible for tax credits up to almost $142,000 by offering certain retirement plans to employees, but the clock is ticking. We're going to break it all down. The Secure Act created these credits to incentivize small businesses to help their employees prepare for retirement. So let's start at the top. Who's eligible?
Any employer that currently does not have a sponsored plan, whether it be a 401k or SEP or simple, if you do not have a qualified plan right now and you haven't had one in the last 4 years, you qualify for this tax credit. And that is for any employer with 100 or fewer employees.
Okay, good to know. So, what types of plans are eligible?
It could be a SEP, it could be a simple, it could be a 401k or a 403b.
Hmm, interesting. And when can you start claiming those credits?
You can start in your 2023 taxes, assuming we get it started by this year. But there is no deadline as far as, we don't have guidance on when the tax credits end. But for certain reasons, do want to start sooner than later.
Okay, of course. So, now let's break down how much each credit is worth per year. And let's start with the administrative credit, Matt.
The administrative credit, and just so we're clear, SEP and Simples normally do not have administrative fees, but 401ks, 403bs do, and it's a big deterrent for employers to start a plan. I really prefer the 401k or the 403b because on the SEP and the Simple, you cannot do a Roth bucket, but on the 401k and the 403b, you can. But for that reason, the 403b and the 401k have higher compliance standards, if you will, and there's more filing with the SEC, more red tape, if you will. And there's fees built in just for that. So a standard fee for a 401k or 403b on the low end for what we call a MET plan could be, let's say 1,500, $2,000 a year. But
Hmm.
most plans get up to, three, four, even $5,000 a year. The tax credit is up to $5,000 for administrative fees for the employer.
Hmm. And then contribution credits?
Contribution credit. So if the employer puts in $1,000 to that employee's account, the contribution credit is $1,000 per employee per year for 4 years.
Automatic contribution credits.
That is correct. Yep.
Okay, now I know that there is a lot of devil in the details here, Matt. Break down the nuts and bolts of how this works, please.
Yeah. So here we have a good breakdown. So if we look at the setup and admin fees, $5,000 for 4 years. And then we have 50 employees, let's say, with this company, and the employer puts $1,000 into each of the 50 employees. So that's $50,000. There's an additional automatic contribution credit of $500 per employee. So if the employee sets up automatic contributions, now they're getting a reimbursement of 500. Grand total, in this illustration, $55,000 per year.
Wow.
So you make a strong case. So there's a lot of small employers out there that do not have a plan just because of these fees. And then, the worry of, oh, I have to put in 3% or whatever to match the employee's contribution, or 3% for
Hmm.
safe harbor
Yeah.
rules. This really kind of takes away all the excuses, not to start a plan.
Well, I mean, the Secure Act really wants people to be prepared for retirement. And Matt, just share with you. We were speaking offline about one small business owner who came into your office and was blown away by how effective this could be for him.
Yes, yes. So as you know, we do 401ks, 403bs, and we've been doing it for many years with various carriers. And we presented this really over a year ago to the client, and really for the cost. He loves employees, he wants to help them, but with the economy, kind of the way it's going, he was a little gun shy. He had other expenses come up, but the moment we just talked about this on the phone, he was like, let's just say very eager, and we're getting it wrapped up. So
Okay.
yeah, it's great for him and great for the employee. So if you're an employee and your employer doesn't have a 401k, I would share this video.
Of course. I mean, and that's why I'm so glad we're doing this because advocacy is half of it, right? Making sure that people are aware that this exists. The other thing that I want to flag though, Matt, deadlines. What do people need to know?
Good question. So for SEP and Simple, we just have to get it started by the end of the year. Obviously, if you're going to make a deduction for 2023, the SEP and the Simple need to be started in 2022, and that's true for the 401k and 403b as well. But I would just want to clarify on the 401k and the 403b, we normally recommend what's called that safe harbor plan. That safe harbor plan has certain features built into it automatically to make compliance easier for the employer, and that's what you want. That deadline is October 1st of every year. So we want to get that started by October 1st if you're looking at this at a 401k or 403b.
It's coming up. All right. Matt, again, thanks for all the hard work you do for small business owners. I know you are one, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if somebody has questions about getting this started or crunching the numbers to see if it makes sense for them, what's the best way to reach you?
By phone, 425-256-3105, or you can email me, mberkland@choosvault.com. Just reach out. We're looking forward to helping you.
All right. Matt, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.